Hello girls and welcome to a new video. Okay, I should never try to sing again. So this video is a Q&A video, and that means questions and answers. I did ask you girls twice on my page if you have any kind of questions that you have for me, and I got some questions, so let's just start by answering them all. So first question is from Ibtihal Luza. Ibtihal, I love that name. How old are you? I am 19 years old. Do you study or work? I study. I got my bac this year and I will be studying French. Yes, don't be shocked. I'm gonna study French in Lyonès Bouzeria, middle school teacher. Haha, never thought that would happen. Do you have many friends or just one best friend? I have many friends. You can add some questions. Thanks. Actually, Ibtihal, I cannot ask myself questions, but anyway, thank you. Miss Imi Munini, no, I don't know. She asked me, where are you from exactly? I am from Algeria and exactly from Khamis Miliana. Do you have siblings? Yes, I do. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and I am the eldest. What are your dreams or things you want to achieve? My dreams. I would like to travel around the world with my parents. That is the ultimate dream. And things you want to achieve, I want to just be like excellent at school. I want to finish my studies and just get a job and be successful and be healthy and live happy, not like everyday happy, because you know that kind of thing is rough, but I just want to live happily. She also asked me, since when you started wearing hijab? Love you. Oh, I love you too, thank you. I started wearing hijab at a really young age, and it was a personal choice, like no one made me wear it, and I am so proud of myself and I don't regret it at all. Next questions are from Lee Shine. Oh, shine bright like a diamond. Have you ever traveled to another country? If yes, which one? I would be more than happy to tell you yes, but unfortunately not travel. Yikes, I did not travel to another country, not yet anyways, so hopefully I will in the future. Fingers crossed. What is the most thing you hate in a person? We are so demanding, like we demand many qualities in persons, but no one is perfect, and for that I just don't like fake people. Like I hate people who are fake and just pretend to be something they are not, and that just gets into me. I really hate fake people. What are the activities that you do? Sports or anything? Oh my god, sports. Well, I am not a big fan of sports, unless shopping is a sport, but I'm sure it's not. I like sometimes, and when I say sometimes, I mean it. Sometimes I run on a treadmill. We have a treadmill in my house, and sometimes I do run like for a good half hour or an hour, but it doesn't happen very often. And that is the only sport that I do, but it's not a sport. But these questions are from Noisette. She asked me, how old are you? I answered that. Where are you from? I did answer, sweetie. And where do you live? I did answer. And now, what the big question? You have a boyfriend or you're married? I'd rather say that I'm married instead of having a boyfriend, but no, I don't have a boyfriend and I'm not married yet. And she also asked me, what's your dream? I did answer. And what do you think to do in the future? What do you want to do in the future? I just want to be like successful. That's the only thing that I want in the future. I want to be successful and I want to be closer to God, because that is something that affects me a lot. So ربي يهدينا كامل. This question is from Princess Kenza. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie, I love, I have many movies that I love, but I'm also into comedy. I love the Johnson's Family Vacation movie. I also like A Haunted House. That is the funniest movie I have ever seen. The Haunted House, it is so funny. I also like Medea's Family Reunion, and I like The Bachelorette. I like The Fault in Our Stars. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that. I also like Maleficent. The list goes on and on and on, but I don't have any one favorite movie. And your favorite TV show? Okay, if you follow me on my page, then you already know that I am Pretty Little Liars fan. Like, such a fan of Pretty Little Liars. I love that show. And as you all know, whenever I think about it, I think about A, and I just cannot live any longer. Like, I want to know who's A. So many theories, but anyways. Now, the last questions, I think. Yes, the last questions are from Medina Belasser. Oh, hi Medina. What did you do to improve your English? Okay, this is like a highly requested question. Like, I get this question like twice a day in my page, sorry. And I think it is a good time to answer it for all of you. So, English. I started learning English not intentionally, like مشي بالعاني. When I was 7 or 6 years old, I was like watching from time to time, not on a daily basis. I started watching English series. Like, I remember just like dying waiting for an episode of The Simpsons. It's still my favorite series ever, like beside Pretty Little Liars. And I was really into that series, and I was like watching it from time to time, and I didn't even realize like I had anything for English. Like, I wasn't into it when I was in primary school. But once, I remember this like yesterday, once I made it to middle school, like the first class of English, I remember the teacher like writing some sentences, and I just stood up and I started reading them and explaining like the meaning to the students. And then the teacher was like astonished. He was like, "Come here." And I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, I messed up my first day. He's gonna like ask me to go out or something. And he was looking at me like, how did you know what that means? And I have no idea, I'm so sorry if I made a mistake or anything. He was like, no, I just want to know, how did you know the meaning? And I honestly, like, I'm dead serious, I didn't know how I understood that. It was just like, I know what it means, but I don't know how I found out. And it was all like the information I got from watching TV just gathered in my head, and now they are just flowing around. So at my very first test of English, I got a full mark, and since then I was so into English. I started reading books, I started being more careful to what I listen, like really hearing the word and getting them into my mind, and it was getting better, and now here I am. I also would like to give you some tips on how to improve your English. If you are a girl and you wanna get a better English, I would really advise you to start by pronunciation, because it is a major deal. Like, I've got messages from girls and they were telling me, we can read and write English, but we don't have an accent like yours. And that's the thing, like, in order to have an accent, you have to speak English. Mine wasn't perfect like at the very first time, but I really did try to improve my accent. I was talking, I was singing with songs, and if you're not a girl who listens to songs, but you can listen to versions of a cappella songs, those songs are only made by voice, and you can definitely listen to them. They are the same that I use in my videos. So listen to songs, see how they pronounce words, watch series, practice as much as possible with your friends or even alone. Like, get a book and start reading it aloud, and believe me, it will get better. And thing about also pronouncing English is that you need to open your mouth as much as possible. Like, you don't have to like stiff your mouth so small and you say, I cannot pronounce English. You need to have an open mouth. It's a lot different than pronouncing like French words, but in English you need to really widen your mouth. And those are my tips that have helped me, and I really hope that will help you. Also, another question, sorry, from Medina. What do you think is better, listening or reading? My dear Medina, I cannot choose between listening or reading because both of them are definitely important. Like, reading helps you into having a better writing and see how, because some words are not written the same way that we pronounce it. So reading is definitely a major thing. Like, you need to be accomplished in both of them. Also, listening will help you to hear the words, how are they pronounced, and so I cannot like choose between reading and listening. The final question is also from Medina. It is, propose us your favorite books and writers. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm not like a bookworm as some people, wink wink, but I do like books. I read a lot of them on a website that called Audible. I also have the application on my phone, and that site is meant for like reading books for you. So when I don't find the book and I want to read it, I download it on Audible. I did the same for most of Jane Austen's books, as Persuasion and Sense and Sensibility, and those are like amazing books. I really advise you to read them. There's also Paulo Coelho, like you all know that writer's, like no need for an introduction. I've also read books of Oscar Wilde. I think it's The Picture of Something Grey. I really forgot the title, I'm so sorry. There's also books for Agatha Christie. I love those books from Agatha Christie. And finally, Charles Dickens, I highly recommend. I've read his books, that is A Tale of Two Cities, and I loved it. And what I read on Audible, I've read The Fault in Our Stars, and I've read also Divergent, and I can't remember others. So now we made it to the end of my video. I really hope that you liked it, and if you have other questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments or just in my Facebook page, as some of you did. And don't forget to like the video, share it if you want to, and subscribe for upcoming videos. And thank you so much. Bye.